Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you were able to catch part 1 of this little series that I have going on, my 2024 Techo Kaigi. And for part 2, I'm going over my pride and joy, my main journal, which is the Hobonichi HON, and this is the Black Gingham English version, but there's a lot to unpack here, so let's get started. Okay, so first I quickly want to do a recap of my Hobonichi unboxing video, which if you saw that, this is obviously a different journal from Hobonichi that I picked up instead of the cats one. And I'll go through why I did that. So essentially towards like the end of this year, I kind of took a look at my aesthetic and things that I like and my style, and I had a more clear version of what I wanted my journal to look like. And I think it's because, like, you know, getting involved with these journals and journaling every day, you start to develop like your sense of style, your sense of how you want to journal, like just everything. So I decided to forego the cats one, even though it's a beautiful cover, and go with this Black Gingham style. And I have a lot of notes that I want to discuss with you guys because I want to make sure I give you as much information as possible about this journal and how I'm using it as my main journal. And so essentially this is the Black Gingham HON in English version. I didn't get the Japanese version, even though I do love the Japanese version. I just wanted to get the English one because I wanted to read like the little quotes and like the pages in the back. So I decided for the English version this year. And this is a specific paper series by a specialized paper company called Techo. I hope I'm saying that right. But essentially the reason why I decided to get the paper series is because I finally committed and decided to put stickers on my planner cover. So I have been wanting to do a whole sticker collage on my planner or my journal cover for so long, but I just had these like negative thoughts about, oh, well, what if I don't like the stickers that I put down a month from now, 6 months from now? And I honestly just didn't want to have that negative thinking anymore. And I wanted to be like, you know what? That's ridiculous, Raquel. Like, just put the stickers that you love. And like, you've been wanting to do this for so long. Every year you're like putting it off. And I was like, I'm not going to do that anymore. So I'm so excited that I finally did it this year. And I'll go through probably like an in-depth video of how I do my like sticker placement, because I know a lot of you guys had questions about how I do that. And I look at everything with my stickers. Like, I'm like, what's the color? Like, what's the shape? Like, and what I do is I usually like cut them out and then place them down, kind of how I want like it to look like. I'll do like multiple iterations. I think this one that I finally decided to settle on was like my 3rd or 4th iteration, and I actually gave it like an evening. Like, I went to bed that night and I was like, okay, like I'll decide the next day. So I just wanted to like sleep on it, and I eventually decided on this, and I love how it turned out. I mean, you guys were telling me how much you loved it. You loved the color placement, everything. It didn't take me that long to decide, but I did give it like an evening. I did give it a night. I'm not the type of person to just place stickers. I like to think about it more. That's just the person that I am. So maybe you guys could give that a try. Obviously you could do whatever you want, but that's how I decided to do it. And I'm glad that I did it. And I'm glad how it turned out. It looks perfect. And you know, I think I'm still gonna love this even up until the end of the year. I mean, I'm obviously might change my mind, but I'm hoping that's not the case. And I'm just incredibly happy with doing this because, again, I wanted to do it for so long and I finally did it. So that's why I got the paper series, because I wanted to actually stick stickers on my planner. And a lot of the HONs basically have a hardcover, so I guess you could stick stickers on them. Like, I've never tried it, but they might peel off. I'm honestly not sure. I hope you guys give it an experiment and you let me know how that goes. But I guess you could get a clear cover and like place stickers on there, like without taking off the backing, and then put washi tape or something and then decorate it that way. I guess you could do that too. I haven't tried it, but if I had a hardcover, that's probably what I would do if they didn't have the paper series. Obviously you could get the Hobonichi cousin, which is what I did here. and I placed the stickers down on the Hobonichi Cousin. But I wanted the black cover because I just feel like it fits my style more now, and I just love how it looks. So, and I wanted something different, you know, something just for like the new year, like a fresh start. So this specific journal is the Hon, which is different from the Techo Cousin, and I want to go through that. This specific one is also different from the other Hons because this is the paper, so it's thinner and softer. So, and it also doesn't have a bookmark like the one, let me get it, in the Weeks has this bookmark, which is totally fine with me. Like, it not having a bookmark, I don't really use the bookmark, so I'm completely fine with that. But if you wanted a bookmark, maybe look at the other ones that have the bookmark. And this also has the different Tomoe River paper. This has the Tomoe River paper S, which is different from the old Hobonichi paper, which is still in the Weeks this year, because the Weeks has this paper. Hold on, sorry, I'm going to a blank page. This paper, which is like creamier. You see the difference? I don't know if you can tell, but the new one is lighter, and it has less bleed through than the old one, and the old one is creamier, if you can see that. I honestly love the new paper. I tried it out during the Hobonichi preview at Yoseka in Brooklyn in August, so I loved it from the get-go. So I'm happy with it. Like, I have no issues. Obviously, I'm gonna journal with it all year next year, so I'll let you guys know if I have any specific opinions about it. But other than that, I really like it. I have no problems with it. Also, this Hobonichi HON has a thread stitch binding, so it basically lays flat, like if you can see here. And even if you go to like the beginning, like it'll still lay flat. Like, you don't have to push it down. Like, I literally don't like notebooks that don't lay flat. Like, it's just kind of annoying to write with. And I just love how literally you have a monthly, you have a weekly, and you have a daily, and it all lays flat. Like, that's incredible. There's so many pages in here. It's awesome that it lays flat. So that's what I love about the Hobonichi. This Hobonichi HON also came with like a pencil board, which is exciting because like the Hobonichi Cousin doesn't come with a pencil board, but the Hons did come with a pencil board, and it's clear, and I really like it. It's grid. I love all the Hobonichi pencil boards. Like, I have this one that I've shown you guys before. It's also very pretty. I just like that it comes with a clear one because I've never had a clear one, and it's so aesthetic and modern looking. So I love that. I love using my pencil board. And then I also wanted to talk about my cover. Okay, my clear cover. So this was a task, a big task, because since this one is thinner and a paper series in comparison to the other Hons that are hardcover, the regular Hon cover doesn't fit this one, which is a bummer. But then I was like, you know what? I'm determined to find the clear cover. So I went on a hunt. So basically, okay, so I grabbed the clear covers I tried. I have all of them here. So as I previously mentioned, this is the Hobonichi HON cover, and this will not fit on the paper series. You can already see that it's like really, really big because this is meant for the hardcover one. So I was like, that's a bummer. Next thing. So then I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go with my trusty Midori regular A5, which is what I'm using for my cousin for this one. And I think it fits perfectly great. Some people did mention that they see a little bit of bending on the book, but it doesn't bother me too much. I'm pretty okay with it. And I used this all year this year. So this is good. So when I tried it on this one, it doesn't even close. Like, it doesn't work. Like, it just does not work. So I was like, oh my God, like, okay. Then I saw someone do a video, I forgot who it was, but they had the Cat Espresso Co cover, and it fits like decently okay, like something that wouldn't bother me. but she doesn't have any clear covers in her shop when I last looked. So I was like, I really want one that's clear. I obviously want to show the stickers that I put on my planner. So I was like, there has to be something. Then I kept looking and looking. Then I was like, oh, what about Wonderland 222? And I was like, let me go check out what they have. So I basically was like, okay, so I was like, how many pages are in this planner? And like, do they have something similar? So I saw that they had a 576 page all-in-one planner, and they had a vinyl clear cover for that. And I was like, oh my God, that'll be perfect. I think it'll work. So when I got it, it fit like a gem. Like, I was so excited. You can see here that it's pretty fitted. It looks great. And it has like pockets, which I'll go through in a bit. And I was just so happy to find a clear cover, because I literally cannot not have a clear cover, because I like the stickers and the journal. You journal with it every day. It's with you every day. It's going to get dirty. So I was like, I need to find one. So I was literally on a mission. Like, I was gonna buy every clear cover until something worked. So I'm happy that I found this clear cover. It's great. I love it. I hope if you have the Black Gingham that you can get this cover, because then you'll have a clear cover and it'll look amazing. By the way, everything I'm mentioning, I'll link down below so you guys don't have to go like on a wild goose chase. Then I want to go through my stickers. So in part 1 of my video, I mentioned that I went around the city and collected like a bunch of stickers that I thought were cute. And these are also from other places online, so you can get those too. So the first sticker is from Kubo and Lucy. I love her shop. She has an excellent curated shop, and she has the best coffee vinyl stickers. This sticker, the I Need an Iced Latte, the New York one, the pumpkin spice latte, the I Think I Was Made to Live in New York, those are all from Redbubble. And I discussed Redbubble in my part 1 video, so if you want to go check that out, they have literally like all these stickers that you could ever imagine. And I love that they had an iced latte one, a New York City apple one. I love pumpkin spice lattes, and I love fall, so I wanted something, and I found this beautiful sticker, which I love because I think it just adds a lot of color to the cover. And I Think I Was Made to Live in New York. Obviously, I live in New York City, and I just love this sticker. I think it's beautiful. And I also put in another Strand Books New York City sticker, and this like astrology stars one is from a shop in New York City. It's called Bow & Co. Stationers. I'll link it down below. And they have a bunch of cool stationery items there too. And then this sticker is from La Dolce Vita. You guys know I love La Dolce Vita. I won't harp on that too much. And then this Good Morning is from Love Soup, and I'm part of her Patreon, so she sent out a monthly like sticker, and that's the one I put there because I love coffee, and I usually take out my journal and my planner first thing in the morning, so I thought it said good morning. That was cute. And then inside, I love this sticker so much. It's also from Redbubble, and it says, "Are you going to eat that pickle?" And it has like an old school diner check, which I love because there's a lot of cool diners in the city, and I love going to them, and I love pickles. So when I saw this, I was like, I love it. I didn't collage this part yet with stickers. I think because I'm going to be journaling in this notebook all year, my plan is to stick stickers throughout the year, and I think that'll be cool. Like, you have stickers that you love that you collect throughout the year, and it's just like such a memory. So this, again, clear cover Wonderland 222 has pockets, which is awesome. So my plan of how I'm gonna do this is since I'm gonna journal a lot, this is my main journal, so I'm gonna have all the memorabilia and like paper and stuff or whatever I want to use in my daily pages. I'm gonna put it in here so that I have it ready for when I am going to journal. And then this pocket here is from Travelers. I wanted like a big pocket this is an A5, so this is an A5 size, so I wanted a big pocket to put my plan is to, I decorate my journal, as you guys know. I don't decorate the daily pages excessively. Obviously my style can change, but for now I like to do like minimal decoration with like a lot of writing. But I wanted to be more prepared about my daily pages so that I'm always not like scrambling to get stuff that I want to use for that journal before I can even start writing. So my plan is to have the stickers or decorative items that I want to use in this pocket so that it's ready for when I am ready to journal. So my plan is probably to do this like a week or two in advance each time. And I already have like my remaining December monthly. And then when it does start in January, I want to use this like our studio little postage kit so that I'm ready for January, for the weeks of January. And I could obviously add more, and I could add like washi tape cutouts or whatnot, but that's how I'm gonna use this specific section. And I think it's good. It's a little bit more organized than what I'm doing now. A lot of the times I'm like struggling, like what do I want to use, like blah, blah, blah. And it's taking so long to just like sit down and journal. And I kind of want to be more efficient and prepared for my time. So yeah. Then the next thing is the front page. Again, I didn't decorate this yet. I want to decorate it as the year goes on. So that's how I'm using these specific pages. I was gonna do like maybe like a collage on Canva, but maybe I'll do one at the end of the year. Kind of like a recap of my year. That sounds cool. Like all these like pictures or images or things that I took and then I put it on here, so it kind of does like a recap of the whole year. That'd be kind of fun. That's a good idea. I think I'm gonna do that. Okay, so here for the yearly overview, I'm gonna use this as like my memorable pages. I want to basically mark down any memorable day I have. I think that's a good idea. Just kind of see like, oh, like how many memorable days did I have, or did something special happen that day, etc. Then for my yearly like calendar overview, or monthly overview, yearly calendar, monthly overview, for my specific Hobonichi cousin that I used this year, I basically used a lot of this for travel planning and like marking important dates and events, and it worked out great for me. I went on a lot of cool trips this year, and it took a while to plan those, so it was fun to like use this yearly overview to plan out the dates and flights and all those things and things we were doing, our itinerary. So that was really helpful. So I decided that this year I'm gonna be a little bit more strategic about how I use this. So I am going to use this for planning trips, this specific part, important dates, events, things like that. But on the top boxes, I wanted to do like a monthly highlight. Again, this is my journal, and I wanted to like capture as much of my life in this book. So I think for the top, I'm going to do like monthly highlights. And obviously I'm not doing something every single month like that's so like memorable and special, but I think, you know, to practice being grateful and mindful and just like, you know, being more appreciative and romanticizing my life, I want to make sure that I do like monthly highlights on the top. And it gives you like 3 little like checklist boxes. I think that'd be cool to like write down 3 things that you want to highlight. And then on the bottom, I wanted to do like a monthly reflection or like recap about how I felt about my month. I think that's cool. It'd be so nice to look at this after the year ends and just kind of like read and recap what were my monthly highlights, like how did I feel that month, etc. So that's how I'm using this overview. And then I want to go to my monthlies, and this I love. So what I decided to do with my monthlies is to do like a line a day each day, or a line a day, and it is working out great. I love how it's looking. So what I thought was that, you know, I'll write like a line a day, similar to like those line a day journals that you see that are being sold. And what's cool about it is after I've been doing this for a few days now, It's like a great reference guide. So my plan is to write like just a recap of like a short recap of my day or like how I felt or whatever. And then on the top boxes, if anything like really memorable happens, I'll write it at the top. And it serves as like, these boxes serve as like a great reference guide, almost like an index. Instead of like writing like, you know, one word or two words, I can see like, okay, just like a small recap of what I did that day. Did anything special happen? And it serves like a descriptive, more descriptive index. It's really cool. I'm loving how this is turning out, and I think this is how I'm gonna treat my monthlies every month. It's great, and I think it's great for beginners. Like, if you're wanting to journal like every single day and you're just not, it's not something you're used to, it's not a habit yet, you can even do this, and it gets you into the habit of just writing, sitting down and writing. And I think like journaling is a habit, right? So you have to at least do that every single day to start forming the habit, and then eventually you'll be like, oh, I want to journal today. It's something that you want to do. And I know a lot of people want to get into journaling, but it's having an A5 notebook, for example, with like huge blank page is like very overwhelming. You're like, what am I going to write? What am I even going to write about? Things like that. But if you start small and work your way, I think you can literally get into journaling daily. And I kind of wish I would have started with this, because I literally jumped into like A5. But yeah, I think you should give this a try if you want to get into the habit of journaling daily. And you could literally just start with writing facts like, oh, I did this. Or you don't have to go straight into, you know, if you don't want to write about your feelings and you just want to write like a short like recap of your day, oh, I woke up late, or I slept in, or I woke up early and I got a coffee. Like, you could literally just start with that. Just simple, like just simplified version of writing, and I think it'll get you into a good habit. So that's how I'm treating this, and I'm loving how it turned out. And I posted this on my Instagram, and people are loving it too. So I think you should give it a try if you haven't. And for the left side, I'm thinking about doing like a mood and sleep tracker. I have an Aura ring, and I want to start tracking my sleep because I read this book recently about why sleep is so important, and I want to incorporate that into my lifestyle. So I just want to start tracking that. So this is my monthly. And again, with like the decorative but simple layouts. This is from La Dolce Vita. This is from our studio, and this is from our studio as well. And that's our studio too. I just want to have like a beautiful, simplified, but decorative layout, minimal, and I think it turns out really well. Like, I think, you know, writing is just, I think everyone's writing is beautiful, and when someone opens their notebook and they see writing, I think it just looks nice. And you don't have to go all out and decorate everything. I think when I first started in planning and journaling, I was like, decoration, and I was like, there's just so much going on that I like it. I still do, but I think now my style has changed, and I do love showcasing my handwriting but still being decorative at the same time, but minimal. Okay, so next thing, so that's how I'm treating my monthlies. I'm gonna get into the weeklies. Okay, so the weekly, I used to plan in my Hobonichi, and I used to use the weekly spread. And now that I have my Hobonichi weeks that I'm using as a planner, as you guys can see here, I don't really have the need for the weekly spread in here because I just feel that I plan better in my Hobonichi weeks. But if I were to use it, I think maybe I might use it for like memory keeping. So for example, let's say I don't get to write in my daily that day, but I wrote down like a short recap of my like day on my weekly spread, then I could reference that and then carry on with my daily pages when I decide to do my daily page. So it's almost like a little reference. If I don't remember what happened that day, I can just turn back to the weekly and be like, what did I do that day? And then I can be like, oh yeah, that's what I did, that's what I remember. And then I can go back to my daily. Let's say if I have to catch up on my daily pages, then I can use this as a quick reference guide. I used to love vertical. Like, I was a vertical person for so long, like vertical layout, but I just don't love it as much as I used to. I love just like horizontal writing, because I think it's because I've been journaling like daily in the daily pages for a while now, that's just like what I like and what I'm used to. Obviously, styles change, feelings change, and I could go back to loving this again. But for now, my main focus of this journal is my monthly and my dailies. Okay, and so let's go to my dailies. So when the daily starts, my plan was to do a mood board here, and because I just thought about what to do in the front page, in the front pages, I think what I'm gonna do here is do like in the beginning of the year, or like the end of this year, do like what my year end of 2023 looked like, just like memories, like fun things and events that happen, and I'm gonna collage it in Canva and pop it here. And then at the end of the year, this year, I mean in 2024, I'll do like special events, things that happen, things I want to remember, and collage it again in Canva and put it here. And then you can have like a year end like overview of 2023 and a year end of 2024, and like you could just reminisce. So yeah, I think that's a good idea. I think that's what I'm going to use this for. Yeah, I love that idea. So instead of like mood board, I'm going to do more of like a collage of memories. Okay, and so this year for the daily pages, now each month of the daily pages comes with this like blank month page, and I gave this some thought about what I wanted to do. And because I'm going to use this for journaling, I wanted to do like a monthly highlight recap. Basically, I'll probably put like a photo and like write some reflections and my favorites, like my favorite movies, my favorite books, my favorite song or whatever that I liked for this month. And it'd be like a cool overview of that month, of just like the person that you are for that month, which is cool. So I haven't thought of like how I want to lay it out, but I think once January ends next year, I'll put together like a specific layout that I like, and then I'll show you guys. But that's how I want to treat this, and I think it's a great idea, because I think it's just adds on to that journaling, you know, like you have your daily pages that you did that day, but then you like recap your whole month with like a photo or with like ephemera or whatever. I think it'll be really cool. And then how I want to do my daily page is I want to continue with how I've been journaling on my daily pages this year, how I've been journaling this year, and I want to insert some clips and photos of that so you guys can see like my style of like how I like to journal. I love my daily pages. I've fallen in love with daily journaling, so I think I want to continue that forward and just build on that. So let me insert those now, and I want you guys to take a look, because I have been becoming so creative like with how I do my daily spreads, and I'm just loving the writing, like writing a lot. I've been loving decorating it, so I hope you guys love these photos and images. Okay, so I just wanted to mention again, the reason why I got the English version of this planner was because I wanted to read the quotes on the bottom of the daily pages, and I love the quote on January 1st. It says, "Break everything down into manageable parts." And since I'm using my Hobonichi weeks as my personal planner, which you saw in my part 1 video, I'm doing a lot of goal planning in there, and this just reiterates the fact that when you're trying to attain your goals, your big goals, breaking them down into smaller parts or taking a small step each day will help you attain those goals. And I just think that this quote is great, and that's how I'm trying to live my life in the new year. Okay, then the next thing I wanted to discuss was the My 100 in the back. There's all these pages in the back that you could fill out, like graph paper, your favorites, your My 100. I don't know what I want to use My 100 for, but once I decide on that, I'll let you guys know. But the thing I want to talk to you guys about was my 365 days checkoff list. And as you guys know, one of my goals for 2024 is health and fitness, and Peloton does this challenge every year, how many like, I believe it's like how many minutes or miles that you bike, and I wanted to check off each day that I did a workout, and it'll be just nice to see how many days I did it for the whole year. So that's nice. The next thing I wanted to discuss with you guys is the supplement notebooks. So give me 1 second and I'll grab those. Okay, so these are the supplement notebooks that Hobonichi has, and they are the A5 size. And what's cool about these is that you can like use them if you need like extra pages in your notebook, and you can like just tuck it in the back and have it like that, which is cool because they're thin enough and it's amazing. But I wanted to show you guys what I'm using this for. So since I'm journaling a lot in my Hobonichi HON, basically I wanted to experiment with inks, markers, pens, like just everything I could get my hands on to write with. So what I'm using this for is all my ink swatches. And I love fountain pens, I love inks, and I wanted to try all different colors, all different brands, like everything. So I wanted to quickly show you guys my reference book of my inks. So what I have here is a grid spacing guide because I wanted to have them like a specific layout. So I just have like the number of boxes. I went through this whole spacing guide in my Hobonichi weeks. I basically did the same thing for this notebook, and like how big I wanted the boxes, and like where to start my box and all those things. So I did that, and I basically drew them in pencil, like the boxes in pencil, and then I basically put like the brand, like I have this categorized by brand because I wanted to keep the brand. I was thinking about doing it by color, but I decided I wanted to do it by brand. And then basically I have notes that I want to write about the inks I try for this specific brand. So for example, for Diamine, I did like, oh, for the shimmers, you have to shake them well. Since like the shimmers tend to obviously settle at the bottom. So if you shake them well, you can see like the true color when you swatch them. I showed a video on my Instagram and my YouTube. Like I have a YouTube short and I have a reel on Instagram about how I do my swatch book. So if you want to take a look at that, you can watch that on there. But yeah, so I basically have it broken down by brand, not by color. And I do the boxes in pencil. And I love how it turned out. It's such a great reference guide for if I want to change my ink color. It is, I'm loving it. Like I have swatched so many, and it's honestly such a fun process. Like I love how this turned out. And what's cool is that I can always have this separately from my journal. So once the year ends, I'll just take this with my next journal and I can have this as a reference guide. I don't ever have to like do it again in my new journal because, you know, I can just take this with me I can just like basically carry it forward. So that is my ink swatch reference guide book. Let me know if you give this a try. I absolutely love it. You'll have you'll have like such a fun time doing this process. So I highly recommend it. Then my next notebook is I'm using this as like a markers and highlighter guide book, and also love how this turned out. I have like so many highlighters, so many markers. I'm not done with this reference guide. I did mild liner first. You can see here, I did Tombow too. But essentially, like I always like have trouble picking the highlighter color I want, and I'm always like swatching on that day. Like, but now I don't need to because I can just reference this and be like, oh, that's the color I want, blah, blah, blah. I also did this by brand, and I also have like notes and observations about them. Just like more information about them, things I observed, things like that. And I, again, love how this turned out. I still have to do my grid spacing guide for this, but I'll do it soon. But I'll just put the post-it here, just like I did with the other one. And yeah, it looks so great. Like I have so many Tombows too, and it's just so nice to know like what colors I have. Another thing that's also helpful is when I go to shop, like I can always reference this and be like, okay, what colors do I have? What inks do I have? So that I don't buy them again. I am guilty of buying the same thing that I've had. Like, I'm like, oh my God, I had this color. I didn't even know. So now I won't have that happen again because I have my whole reference guide. And again, let me know if you give this a try. I think it's worth it, and it's a fun process, so I think you'll have a good time. But yeah, I want to do like all my other markers that I have, and I'll do it here. Like I'll do my like Kukuyo markers, all those things. And I think what I want to do next in these books is I want to have like, I don't know if this is like overkill, but I kind of want to do like a washi sample, because I have so much washi that sometimes I have, again, been guilty of buying the same washi, but that's for another time. I think I want to focus on my marker collection and my ink collection. And so I just want to quickly talk about my vanishing point, my silver stripes vanishing point. So I did make a change. I got a nib replacement. I got this in extra fine. I love both the fine and extra fine, and the fine writes smoother. I just wanted to try the extra fine in the rhodium, and I got it from Yoseka, and I love it too. I think for next year I'm going to interchange between the fine and extra fine. So right now I'm writing with an extra fine with this vanishing point, and I love it. Guys, I think vanishing point or capless, whichever you call it, I love it so much. I think this is going to be my main pin for 2024, and I'll do an in-depth video of these, but I just wanted to let you guys know that that's the pen I've been using. Like right now in my, let me show you, in my monthly, I've been using this extra fine, and I think it's turning out really well. Okay, I think that's it for this video. I hope, oh wait, one more thing. I almost forgot. Okay, my new Midori pin loop case. Here, I'll show you how it works. So basically you can adjust the band. See here, it can fit an A5 and B6 size, but honestly I think you can fit bigger, to be honest with you. Okay, so this is an A5. What's cool about this is because it can still, you know, change to a bigger size, is that your journal can get really chunky and I still think it'll fit, which is awesome. So this is by Midori. I got this from Strand Books, and they have different designs, and I decided to settle for this black one because when I saw it I was like, I need it because it has a zipper. Like, oh my gosh, look at what you can fit in there. You can fit whatever you want in there. Eraser, like Post-it. Look at this. You can put like your sticker tweezer. Like, guys, this is great. I love it so much. So you can put all that stuff in there. Anyways, so then what I loved about this one is you can put your fountain pen, and I'm so obsessed with protecting my fountain pens, but you can literally put your fountain pen in here, like, and it'll fit bigger ones too. And you could just literally protect the whole thing. I have to stretch this out a bit, but like, isn't that great? Guys, this is so cool. You should definitely get one. I think they have them at Yoseka, and I think they have them at Jet Pens. They might be sold out, I'm not sure. But yes, they come in different designs, they come in different colors, and I think you should definitely get one because I'm definitely gonna be using this all year next year. Okay, I think that's it for my video, you guys. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope it wasn't too long. I know you guys love the long videos, so I'm trying to make more like in-depth long videos. So I hope you guys enjoyed it, and if you made it all this way, thank you so much for watching my video. I really appreciate everything you guys do for me, so I can't wait to see you in the next video, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.